according to me, designing jewelry is just not making a piece of necklace or earring or a bracelet out of gold and diamonds only. It could be anything, like any material. It could be wood, it could be paper, and of course anything, brass. So sometimes you feel imitation, sometimes you feel it is only silver. No, it is not. Anything that you make with your heart and mind is a piece of art. So when you are stepping into this world of jewelry, always feel that you should create something that you are inspired by. I always, whenever I'm designing something, I always feel that I'm making this piece for my family. So keeping that in mind, it's always good to do something that inspires you from your heart. See, a lot of things. I'm a very different way of thinking. I'm always into manual designing and manual manufacturing. But yes, with time and a lot of other constraints, like if you try to make a piece of jewelry handmade, there's a lot of weight loss. So the gold, the way the prices of gold is going up, that's why CAD came in, CAD and CAM has come in. And overall now AI has also taken over. But yet I feel that when you design something from your heart, no one can compete with the AI also. I mean with you also. AI is also just a medium to take help. But again, see what happens is when you create pieces from AI or even if from other sources, it's still not, it's still you can say a copied piece. Yeah, and it'll be like AI, if you just, that I'm not so good at technology, but I assume that if you put something and this design, that design will come to each and every one of you if you use the same word. But what you will make will not be accessible to anyone else. It will happen with time. The person has to trust you. Trust you in what way? Trust your designs, trust your confidence, and it only happens with time. See, Rome was not built in a day. It takes its own time. So the more you are to it, just keep moving, be positive. Even if the client comes and if she doesn't place an order, you don't have to feel that theek hai chalo nikal gaya. Yes. See, at times you try to show your products, your designs. But if she's yet not convinced, then do it the way she wants it. At least she's happy. Yeah. Once she's happy, she'll again come back to you. Or he will come back to you. So to keep my legacy going on, that's what I understood for myself, that maybe up to a certain level, people will like me, the new generation will again stop. I don't say that they'll stop coming to me, but in that case, that's where I'm working towards. I want to impart my knowledge and want to teach the new generation and give my thoughts and ideas to the I don't know how to phrase it, but yes, I've taken so much from the industry, now I want to give it back to the industry. That's where, that even after I'm never going to retire, but even if people lose interest in me, they'll still want to come to me thinking that this fellow has created the new designers.
So today we have our special guest, Mr. Shalin Javeri, founder and creator of Sabine Jewelers, and a lot of things that he has done, his organization has done, I would not like to miss out. So please excuse me if I am reading out from what we have about him as his profile. Founder and creative director of Sabine Jewelers, a house, very highly respected jewelry house, recognized for its heritage, inspired artistry. The pieces that this organization has made, there are 3 award-winning pieces manufactured by Sabine Jewelers, which is won top honors and are now permanently at display at EVAT Museum, Belgium. Recipient of the Best Manufacturing Award, Turkey 2025, for a French designed piece by Audrey Leconte, executed by Sabine Jewelers again, and he is also an honorary member of SIBJO 2023-24, appointed by Mr.
Gaetano Cavalieri.
Thank you. To help train and uplift emerging jewelry designers across the globe. So I am very positive we are going to have a great session today, great learning, especially people wanting to get into designing, having designing bent of mind. Eventually, gemologists also, all those gemstones are going to get into jewelry pieces. So, I would turn it over to Sir to address the students today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so thrilled to see so many of them. The first idea that flashes into my mind is that wow, so many new young designers in the making, and someone will be there out of one of you as a world inspiration, an international figure. So that's amazing. I mean, outstanding. My journey towards jewelry has been now since almost 31 years, and I don't want to get so much emotional, but yeah, my journey into jewelry was coming from a background where my father was not into jewelry at all. We were into pharmacy and manufacturing medicines, but like I was never interested into that. My heart never felt that I should be doing medicines because I was never good in studies. Very bad. But anyways, that is apart from that, and I was always inspired by things around me, you can say, like architecture, temples, museums, and that's what kept inspiring me, that somewhere, I mean, I was always into it. I mean, whenever I used to go travel, I used to find this very amusing. So I always used to think that how can I incorporate this into any form of art, like it could be jewelry, it could be small pieces of articles which you can make. According to me, designing jewelry is just not making a piece of necklace or earring or a bracelet out of gold and diamonds only. It could be anything, like any material. It could be wood, it could be paper, and of course anything, brass. So sometimes you feel imitation, sometimes you feel it is only silver. No, it is not. Anything that you make with your heart and mind is a piece of art. So when you are stepping into this world of jewelry, I always feel that you should create something that you are inspired by. I always, whenever I'm designing something, I always feel that I'm making this piece for my family. So keeping that in mind, it's always good to do something that inspires you from your heart. That's what I think. And yes, I joined coming back to my journey basically. So I in fact went to my father's office also for a month, and that's where I found out that, boss, this is not happening here. I'm not into it. So I joined a diamond trading firm, and I learned assortment over there. In those days, there were no classes or something. I was not aware about it, actually speaking. So I joined a diamond firm where I learned assortment for 3 to 4 years. And from there, I started doing, after I finished my assortment, I started doing brokerage into the diamond industry. And from there, actually, in fact, designing was never into my syllabus. I mean, you can say that I never wanted to. I didn't know how it happened to me, but it happened to me that one of my relatives one of the time just came and told me that, Shalin, I am looking out for a small pendant. Can you design it for me? I said, I'm not a designer. I don't have anyone who can make it for me. So the place where I was learning assortment, that boss of mine had a babu who used to make jewelry at that given point. See, this is how things, connecting dots. I was destined to be a designer. So that's where, when I told those people that that my boss told me that yeah, you can make something from him. He's always looking out for work. So एक छोटा ओम का pendant बना के, I mean, I gave it to my relative, and she was so happy with it that she ordered a couple of more pieces from me. That, can you do this? Can you do this? And those days, I mean, I was just doing this as a relative. I mean, not trying to make something out of it. But yes, finally one fine day my boss told me that, are you making any money out of this or not? I said, no Baba, I'm not doing anything, I'm just giving it to them because she's related to me. But I didn't know that she was actually doing business at that time. So that's where I started. She ordered a few pieces from me, and I made a few pieces for her, and that's how I started my career and my journey in jewelry basically. And then I started taking orders from home, and finally my brothers also, we are a team of 3 brothers, so we started making jewelry. We had our own small workshop, that is almost around 18 years back. And then from there on I had my own factory where we started designing and manufacturing also jewelry. And then I started giving my pieces to these competitions, thinking that if they were unique, then I should be given that credit also. So from the year 2018 to 2023, I have been taking an award every year for the best bridal jewelry all over India into pearls, jadao, diamonds and gold. Then yes, that's where my journey started, from a small assortment broker to today standing in front of you all, doing creating pieces of jewelry. I also design articles like silver pens, then tea light candles. Everything that comes across me, I design everything. I try to make something out of it. So that was in when I took this international award. See, it's a very nice question you asked me. So this design was done by, it was a Chinese designer. The HRD awards, if you heard about them. Yeah, so that's where I was a jury at that time, and they were looking out for a sponsorer who could make that piece. So those 3 pieces, there were 9 pieces which reached the final finalists, out of which they had to manufacture 9 pieces. And I said, I'm going to, I mean, a very short time, you know how it is basically, it was 13 or 14 days, 18 days you can say. For 18 days I had to manufacture, at least they wanted to make me to make the masterpiece. So that was challenging for me. We took that challenge, and in 18 days I made this piece with 13 craftsmen working all around. And out of those 9 finalists, 3 were manufactured by me, 5 were manufactured by from one from Qatar, Enos Muhammad, and 1 was manufactured by a Japanese. But eventually all the 3 awards went to me. And that's where Ivat Monikov, she has a museum in Belgium, and she was also a jury with me. She loved the pieces so much, she took all my 3 pieces and she displayed them into the museum. It will go for auction basically this year, mostly, I think so. I don't know, but actually even I'm trying to figure out, but a very good question. In fact, you all are the answer to the question that you asked me. But yes, for me, the traditional culture of our country, especially India, you are the only ones who can enlighten and keep the flame going on. See, the new generation don't want to wear big pieces, and with the amount, the rate of gold going up so high, I understand from the budget point of view also. But again, when I come down to see, this is what I was thinking, that even if you are making a piece of jewelry for the wedding, every time it's not that it's an affordable piece for each and every person, but you can always create a design into a traditional piece out of a little lesser quality of gold, or you can make it on silver, you can make it on brass, as far as it is a unique design which you can again inherit it, legacy from one generation to another. Keep making it, keep designing, and don't lose your interest as far as the traditional pieces. And of course, I mean, see, even if I'm not saying the size of the piece, even if they're smaller pieces, they have to be unique. You can still dress up. See, the brides today, even the men have now started, you see, wearing brooches, watches, everything. So create something nice, something unique, which you want to pass it on from one generation to another, which the next generation after you will also keep the legacy keep going on. You have to keep creating. That's what I always feel. Don't let go of it by thinking that now we don't want bigger pieces, we just want to make it very simple. Of course everyone has their own other ways of wearing smaller pieces or bigger, but keep designing. Even if it's a small piece, don't like. And yes, traditional jewelry, you have so much in front of you. I mean, our culture, take inspirations from everywhere, wherever possible. My entire journey is a memorable event for me. Yes, but there was a lot of ups and downs also during those times. But I just look at the positivity, and you have to just keep moving on. That's it. There'll be a lot of challenges also, but yes, just keep moving on. Coming back to the question, my most memorable journey was when I took this award in Vicenza. The 3 pieces which I took is the best thing that ever happened to me. In fact, if you heard about Giorgio Damiani, everyone, so he had challenged these people that if this person can manufacture this piece in 18 days, I mean, he was so sure that is an impossible thing, that I'll go to this person and I'll start making my stuff with him. We just started working together with him also. Stones, yes. Gold, as far as an investment point of view, if you are concerned, is the best way of it. But here you are not making a piece of jewelry for investment. Investment is making such unique pieces that they themselves are, don't have the right word to say, but they are legacy pieces. Yeah, keep creating. I mean, use the best of your thoughts and ideas to create a piece. Not necessarily it should be gold, or it should be diamonds, or it should be pearls, rubies, emeralds, whatever. Just keep making something that you'll want to have it forever in life. That's the best value that you can give it to your piece. See, a lot of things. I'm a very different way of thinking. I'm always into manual designing and manual manufacturing. But yes, with time and a lot of other constraints, like if you try to make a piece of jewelry handmade, there's a lot of weight loss. So the gold, the way the prices of gold is going up, that's why CAD came in, CAD and CAM has come in, and overall now AI has also taken over. But yet I feel that when you design something from your heart, no one can compete with AI also. I mean, with you also. AI is also just a medium to take help. But again, see, what happens is when you create pieces from AI, or even if from other sources, it's still not, it's still, you can say, a copied piece. Yeah, and it'll be like AI, if you just, that I'm not so good at technology, but I have assumed that if you put something and this design, that design will come to each and every one of you if you use the same word. But what you will make will not be accessible to anyone else. So keep creating something different. That's where you need to stand out. See, for me also today at this level, if I'm wanting to do something good, I do take help of AI at times. Abhi just mere saath aise hua tha, somebody was asking for something particular, and I had to design it in 1 hour or 2 hours. And that's when my son, I mean my nephew, came and told me that, Bade Papa, why are you doing so much? We won't be able to do it. So we put it on AI. There were 5 designs which came up with the theme, with the CAD and CAM, everything ready, and I sent it and I got the order also. But personally, I was not very happy because that was not my piece. We just picked it up. If you heard about this fellow Lil Pump, yeah, so he wanted a diamond pendant. You know how these people, they wear such big things. Now I didn't know, I mean, who this person is also, and he wanted something of his way of doing it. So yeah, I took over. But in that case, I would put it as I did a good business with him, but was not very happy as far as designing was concerned, because it was not my design, actually speaking. So that's okay. I mean, we try doing it, but again, I'm telling you, you have to keep creating, and no one will be able to compete with you. Your piece is your piece. AI pieces is for the whole world. Here it is a give and take as far as thoughts are concerned. I always design something, sit with my client, we discuss what her likes or his likes and dislikes are, what she's more into, and then I design the piece accordingly. I take a few hours to design, and yes, of course, we do. But again, I'm coming to tell you that I make sure that whatever I like, I make that only, and I can convince them. It will happen with time. It will happen with time. The person has to trust you. Trust you in what way? Trust your designs, trust your confidence, and it only happened with time. See, Rome was not built in a day. It takes its own time. So the more you are to it, just keep moving, be positive. Even if the client comes and if she doesn't place an order, you don't have to feel that theek hai chalo nikal gaya. Yes. See, at times you try to show your products, your designs. But if she's yet not convinced, then do it the way she wants it. At least she's happy. Yeah. Once she's happy, she'll again come back to you, or he will come back to you. In those days, men, if you go to see in olden days, even men used to wear jewelry. Then suddenly everyone stopped wearing. And then again now everything is coming back into fashion. So you are the creator, you make them, and that's the way it works. So it will happen. It will happen with confidence. They have the confidence in you and they'll come back to you. For that you will have to work towards it, but you have to make sure that they come back to you and they don't go to anyone else. Every person who's on the top has his own life of creating. Then the new designers come, the new generation walks in, and they take over. So to keep my legacy going on, that's what I understood for myself, that maybe up to a certain level, people will like me, the new generation will again stop. I don't say that they'll stop coming to me, but in that case, that's where I'm working towards. I want to impart my knowledge and want to teach the new generation and give my thoughts and ideas to the I don't know how to phrase it, but it's I've taken so much from the industry, now I want to give it back to the industry. That's where that even after I'm never going to retire, but even if people lose interest in me, they'll still want to come to me thinking that this fellow has created the new designers. See, that's where this Sibjo has right now appointed me to create. I feel very good that even if my jewelries, I'll yet create new entrepreneurs, new designers. I'll give my knowledge, my thoughts to these younger generation, and that's how I'll have my spirit going on, my you can say my light going on. There have been days when I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah, I'm like, mom's like, no, you try. Like,
Relax, take a chill pill,
yeah.
go for a vacation, meet your friends, have fun, and then come back to your normal life. That's what you're made for. That's okay, doesn't matter, it's okay. There's always, it happens to me so many times. Sometimes I have a client sitting in front of me and they tell me design this and I'm completely lost. I said, I don't know what to do.
At that point, what if that client is right there? He's asking you, give me a design. What do you do? You
I
can
do.
feel like I'm going on a vacation.
No, then this AI walks in, no? चलो भाई करना ही है तो है ना मेरे पास भी ideas. Till that given point of time, I've shown her designs, whatever was possible. Again, you have to keep creating according to their budget. Try to find out. There's something. Yeah, you can do it. See, today if someone walks into at my place with a budget of say around if you go to see a small pendant also will cost 1 lakh or 2 lakhs rupees. I don't give up. कि भाई ये नहीं होएगा मेरे से. Although I make good big pieces and all, but I can still design. I can offer them in brass, in silver, in gold. 9-carat gold has also now been is hallmarked. So you can work according to their budget. Never lose hope. You can design anything. Convince them. तो वो बजट में बैठ जाएगा. Even you can make something in a budget of 50 to 60,000 rupees also. So it's not that. And the new generation, I'm sure everyone has their own way of spending their money. There are so many other things which are coming up their way. So you have to learn to keep designing. So one thing you have to educate them that jewelry is also investment, but it doesn't mean that it should be only on gold or diamonds or pearls. It could be anything. You can make a piece of art from anything. Everything around you and anything around you. Yeah, that you will learn in the process of manufacturing, finishing. Most important is the finish if you go to see. So the weight, the lightweight, the finish, no porosity. I don't know, I mean, once you join the jewelry designing course or the manufacturing course, that's where you will learn how to keep up to the mark basically. But that is the most important thing. It's just not making and designing, you have to create that.
Getting stuck in our clothes, then no one will buy it.
How would it get stuck into your clothes?
If we are using it.
That means it's not manufactured properly.
Yeah. If the design is not proper, it may get stuck.
Yeah, but then that's where you have to work on basically. You need to work on that. Nothing gets stuck. I mean, you're wearing a watch, for example. Does the glass ever break? Thank you everyone for giving this time to me and wishing all of you all the very best.
Our sincere thanks to Shalin Bhai for taking out time and addressing our students. And guys, this is what we attempt our endeavor, that what you study essentially academically, you are able to get a glimpse of the industry. And sir was so graceful in showing you some of the niche concepts that people out might not be even aware of, from sharing his humble mindset of how to be an entrepreneur, to balancing it out with a luxury mindset of how to stay behind your product with a conviction, is a huge takeaway for all of us. And thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for your wonderful time. I'm so happy that I'm seeing so many of you all trying to get into jewelry. Keep the flame going on.